С подвала выбежим. Давай огонь. Там перед подвалом как раз окопчики. Спасибо за работу.
Батарея сейчас горит, нормально. Давай, подишки, нормально, да, помощь нужна.
The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. The Sever group of forces engaged clusters of manpower and hardware of a tank brigade, 3 mechanized brigades, 2 air assault brigades of the armed forces of Ukraine, a marine brigade, and 2 territorial defense brigades close to Unikovka, Sadki, Magritsa, Malaya Rybitsa, Mirapolskoy, Ugroidy, Sumy region, and Izbitskoy, Kharkov region. The AFU losses amounted to up to 170 troops, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 12 motor vehicles, and 10 field artillery guns. 2 ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Zapad group of forces improved the tactical situation. Russian troops damaged 4 AFU mechanized brigades, a Jaeger brigade, an assault brigade, and an airmobile brigade near Kolodezhnoye, Kupiansk, Shikovka, Kovsharovka, Kharkov region, and Karpovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The AFU losses amounted to more than 225 troops, an armored personnel carrier, 9 motor vehicles, and 4 field artillery guns, 2 of them were Western-made. 2 Kvirtis electronic warfare stations, an Israeli-made radar, and 2 ammunition depots have been eliminated. Units of the UG group of forces took more advantageous lines and positions. The Russian elements engaged 5 mechanized brigades, a motorized rifle brigade, an airmobile brigade of the AFU, a territorial defense brigade, and the Azov Special Forces Brigade near Serebryanka, Vasyukovka, Verolubovka, Dyatlevka, Pleshchievka, and Konstantinovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The AFU losses amounted to over 240 militants and 14 motor vehicles. 2 electronic warfare systems including an Israeli-made radar, an ammunition depot, and a supply depot have been eliminated. Units of the Tsentra group of forces improved the situation along the front line. Russian forces hit 4 mechanized brigades, a Jaeger brigade, an unmanned aerial vehicles brigade, an assault regiment of the AFU, and 2 National Guard brigades near Mirlyabovka, Zvarivo, Novaya Poltavka, Yablanovka, Ulyanovka, Dimitrovka, and Krasnoarmysk, Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy's losses amounted to more than 445 troops, 2 armored fighting vehicles including a U.S.-made HMMWV armored vehicle, 5 motor vehicles, and 2 artillery guns. Units of the Vostok group of forces continued advancing into the depth of enemy defense. Russian units engaged manpower and hardware of a mechanized brigade, a Jaeger brigade, an airmobile brigade of the AFU, and 2 territorial defense brigades close to Bogodar, Novopol, Volnoy Pol, Donetsk People's Republic, and Guliapol, Zaporizhzhia region. The enemy lost amounted to up to 195 troops, 2 armored personnel carriers, 10 motor vehicles, and 3 field artillery guns including a German-made 155 mm Panzerhaubitze 2000 self-propelled artillery system. The Dnieper group of forces engaged a mechanized brigade, a mountain assault brigade, 3 coastal defense brigades of the armed forces of Ukraine, and 2 territorial defense brigades close to Novodanilovka, Kamenskoye, Zaporizhzhia region, Tamarino, Tokarevka, Antonovka, and Belozerka, Kherson region. Up to 100 troops, 3 motor vehicles, 3 electronic warfare stations, 2 ammunition depots, and a supply depot have been neutralized. Operational tactical aviation, attack drones, missile troops, and artillery of the Russian groups of forces have hit the infrastructure of military airfields, drone manufacturing shops, assembly areas of uncrewed surface vehicles, ammunition depots, as well as temporary deployment areas of Ukrainian armed forces and foreign mercenaries in 162 areas. Air defense systems destroyed 6 U.S.-made JDAM guided bombs and 137 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the AFU lost 662 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 54,630 unmanned aerial vehicles, 605 anti-aircraft missile systems, 23,101 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,554 MLRS combat vehicles, 24,350 field artillery guns and mortars, 34,826 units of support military vehicles,